The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces being led by members of Foxhound. They are demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You will have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound, your former unit, and one that I was the commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As always, this is a one-man sneaking mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support. It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
Snake, straight to the point as always.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you, but we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter, the unit's chief medic, an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. About 5 hours ago, an island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago called Shadow Moses Island was occupied by Special Ops soldiers.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You have two objectives. First, infiltrate the nuclear weapons disposal facility and rescue the two hostages. They are DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and Kenneth Baker, president of Armstech.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Colonel, I'm off duty now. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod, the longest sled race in the world. When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
I told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
You're being indicted by the military. You committed a whole lot of crimes of treachery during your days as an agent.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No, Snake. It's just a little scheme the brass thought up. But anyway, I know you. You'd take this assignment even without any threat.
What's that supposed to mean?
You are a natural-born soldier. You can't live a normal life in peace. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield. I'm a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration that you feel every day. You've tried to play the Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us and be a soldier again?
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So, someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch?
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As always, this is a one-man sneaking mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
What's the time limit?
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
So there's a lot of crap hitting fans in the White House basement.
No. At this point, they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry. Yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes, and so is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko. She'll be providing you backup by codec.
A female analyst?
She's built up an impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
Her home in Los Angeles.
California? California's a lot different than this place. Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Okay, Snake. Sorry. I'll be frank. A person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
My niece, Meryl.
What was your niece doing there?
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt, and my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War, and since then I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar land.
Haven't you had enough of a moody bastard like me?
No. That's the part of you I trust. Please, Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have 2 conditions.
Name them.
1. No more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And 2, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing.
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel. That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
So, she's used to seeing men naked.
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse, I am a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines?
Not just one kind either. There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics, a class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those 2 were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini-transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL?
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapon systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. it's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you can pay the money.
How well armed are these terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 in charge are plenty tough. After all, they're Foxhound people.
Hey, you're gonna make me blush.
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genetic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Genes? Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes, and using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene therapy?
I'll explain this part. With gene therapy, it becomes easy to remove genes that cause sickness and disease, or, alternatively, to splice in additional genetic material.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay, and so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genetic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
One of the greatest soldiers ever.
The man they called the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big Boss?
That's right. We've been working feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
So his body was recovered after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryochamber. His genetic information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
Oh, heck, it's like some kind of dinosaur theme park. And you're gonna put these genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't hand over his body. It's more strategically important than any weapon of mass destruction.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The Sons of Big Boss. Tell me about these next-generation special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency search team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Who's they?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit Force 21 and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Soldiers of the video game generation, huh?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought international law banned the military use of genetic therapy.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
How can an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No. Several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that, even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We had been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound, your former unit, and one that I was the commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter.
Sounds like a bunch of cartoon characters.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound Squad Leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Yes, and you're the only person who can stand against him.
Liquid Snake?
Liquid Snake, the man who shares your code name, the Solid versus the Liquid.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise, you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so. That's why we really need you for this mission.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting? I need to borrow your scissors.
What are you going to do?
Don't worry. Just gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the pause button and then the A button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the pause button and then the A button to receive the call. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay, here we go again. Metal Gear Solid 1, but this is the GameCube remake that they did, which I think came out after Metal Gear Solid 2, so it uses like a similar graphics and engine. What are the buttons here? Okay, that's different to what I'm used to from just playing the original. But yeah, this is clearly not going to be as good as the original. You can't beat the original in my opinion. but I thought it'd be interesting to see all the areas and the cutscenes in a kind of more updated graphics. I mean, they're obviously outdated nowadays, but let's see if we can instantly get caught again. There is some changes to this, I think, as far as like the controls and stuff. Can I go first? Okay, there it is. Also, I don't know what's going on with the audio. Like, the audio, fuck, seems weird. It's almost like they've, like, slowed it down, or, I don't know, dumbed it down, maybe? Yep. Start and A. No, that's the map. What is, I don't know what the buttons are. Start and B. Oh, there we go.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You'd better hide somewhere.
They've clearly used the same, like, voice actors, but I don't know, it sounds like they just slowed the audio down, or did they get them to redo the lines, but, like, say them very clearly, and it just sounds weird after playing the last game, or the original. But we'll see. Maybe they did dumb it down for GameCube, because obviously GameCube was more of a, maybe aimed more at kids. I mean, I guess they all were, but I don't know, it just seems weird. The audio just sounds weird after just playing the original. Yeah, I guess we're just waiting for the lift to come down. I didn't really check for items, did I? Because I think that can't you get a trank gun in this? Oh.
Who's there?
Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to escape here as quickly as I would like to. Maybe we should just look for items and learn how this game works before I get too deep into this. Okay, it's not instant. You've been seen. Now, can you throw people? You can roll in this.
I need help.
Let's learn how this game works. Is there a throw button? Or will we swap throwing for rolling? First person. I swear I changed these controls around to make them make more sense with how the original played. Because that should be X, right? And that should be square, but it's the opposite way around for me. And that's throwing me off. Can you not? Can you grab them and choke them? Is that a thing I can do? Because there's no VR in this, there's no way to learn, like, the game mechanics. Not that the VR really taught you those kind of things. Let me switch the controls around a bit and then make these make a bit more sense to match the original game. And then we'll kind of go from there.
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
Okay, I've reconfigured the buttons so they, at least for now, match the PlayStation version. So square is now, well, it's X for me on the Xbox controller. But obviously the GameCube controller was obviously different and weird. So the buttons are all over the place. And then X on the PlayStation is now A on the Xbox controller. Let's see how that goes. Grab some rations. Can walk on the water surface a bit better down here. We do have oxygen though. Is there anything over here? Oh, there is. What's this? AP sensor? So we start with the cigarettes, naturally. Now we just picked up this. Sensor detecting life forms. Rumbles on enemy approach. All other rumbles will be off when sensor is active. Does that replace the radar? No, it's just like an additional thing. We got the scope and then we got rations. No weapons. There's some rations there, I guess. The lift's already come down, so we just got to get to the lift. We can go first person with that button. That's normally triangle for me, but it's like one of the bumper buttons. I'll leave that as is though. Okay, triangle is like the action button, which... Was that the action button in the original? Literally just played it and I've already forgot. There's some lockers up there. They're not originally there, are they? So we can go up against the wall, that's fine. We can roll into things, which obviously came into play in Metal Gear Solid 2 onwards. You couldn't do it in... I want to know if you can, like, choke people out. Is that still a thing? What would that button be, though? Is there a guy going to come down here? I'm going to try this out, but it's going to get me fucking caught. Okay, you can't. It's just circle. Which I don't think it was originally circle. Okay. Hopefully in this game it's a bit easier to do without getting seen, because you pass through them or whatever. You tried to do it. Let's just try and... Oh, you can throw. Okay, circle. Right, got it. And they don't instantly set the alarm off. They actually have to go and call for radio back up. What is this? M9. Oh, right. The trank gun is in this game now. Because obviously that's the thing that appeared in Metal Gear Solid 2 onwards. So in theory, we could do a trank-only run. Which, can I be bothered to do that, though? Probably not. I can't, like, quick on equipped. I have to do this. Because there's not, like, a bumper button to press for either side. Okay, well, that changes things. They're having a trank gun. That makes life interesting. And it's got a suppress on it and everything. Can I knock this one off? This will probably fall in on itself, right? And you can't open it. So there's just nothing in it, I guess. Can I shoot first person? Oh, I have to use circle. Okay. Sleepy rat. Okay, let's go.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
That took a long time. I guess you're feeling a little rusty.
Don't worry. It's been a while, but it's all coming back to me.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy. I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
A Hind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, he must be crazy to fly hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you two yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so... cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
What's this? I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake? But I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be so frank.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
It does, doesn't it? Well, let's get to know each other better. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake. We're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to save your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
Yeah, I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
What about the air duct near the door?
One sentry on the left, and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
So yeah, I'm kind of curious with what they're doing with the voice lines. It's It sounds slowed down, but I don't think that's what they've done. I'm assuming they redid the lines, did they? This was obviously years later after the original, but Mei Ling sounds very different. I do wonder if it's the same voice actors for everybody. I might look it up. I'm just curious. Let me go look that up. Okay, so I was looking at side by side the voice actors, and they are largely the same. Like, obviously, David Hayter's the same, Liquid's the same. We've not heard him. Well, we've heard him say one thing, I think. Meryl is the same actor. Jennifer Hale is again Naomi Hunter. Hal Emmerich is the same. Roy Campbell is obviously the same. They sound fine, but even Mei Ling is the same voice actor. She sounds so different in this. I guess, I mean, years apart, I guess you kind of change the way you talk, and especially when it comes to like voice acting. She just sounds, so far she sounds the most different. I don't know why that is. I think Grey Fox slash the Ninja is different from what I read. But yeah, we'll see who else kind of sounds different. Just the way that they kind of deliver it just sounds weird. I don't know if they were told to like deliver it in a slower, more methodical way like that. It's weird after playing the first one, I guess. Right. I am curious if you can ask about this gun, because obviously this gun wasn't originally in the original. So would they have something to say about it? I don't know if anyone would say anything about this apart from Natasha, who we've not been told about yet. Let's see.
Good. You've got a weapon. To use it, first hold down the weapon menu button to open the weapon window. Then, select the weapon you want to equip from the weapon icons. After you've selected the weapon, release the weapon menu button. The weapon you selected should...
Yeah, I get how fucking the weapons work. So it doesn't mention it specifically, but maybe Natasha will. So they must have redone these voice lines, right? Because I did notice as well in like the opening cutscene and in some of the briefing, they changed some of the words. Instead of like infiltration mission, they say a sneaking mission. Is that just like dumb it down because like people don't know what infiltration mission would mean? But then they use other tactical jargon, so I don't know why they would. It's just weird that they would change that specific word. I think it's interesting to see the levels like remade. Can I... how do I shoot again? Did I get him? Thought I hit him in the head, but I guess not. There he goes. Wonder how long they stay asleep for. Something on there, but I'll gotta be careful with the lights. Is the Soakum still in the truck? So I'm probably going to go a little bit faster through this. I'm not going to sit and try and force a bunch of dialogue and conversations through the codex. Maybe one or two times we'll ring them, but for the most part we'll just listen to the mandatory ones, I think. We don't need to listen to absolutely everything again. I want to go a little bit faster this time, because this is literally just a copy of the original. Can I shoot this guy? Yeah, I actually got him. This guy's already asleep, but I don't trust it to be good enough, so let's make sure he stays asleep. So we have the Soakum now, okay, but we don't have the suppressor. So we'll just use this, because it's... We're going to get the whole security camera, yeah.
A surveillance camera?
I do love that they say that all these soldiers are enhanced, and they've got better vision and hearing, but they can literally see like 10 feet in front of them. We've got lockers now as well, which is a thing that appeared in 2 onwards. They weren't in the original. Quickly. I want that thing to see me if I can help it. Ah! Beep! Okay, there's nothing in here? No, don't open that. There's normally like chaff in here or something. I got stun. Did I pick up stun? I'm not really paying attention, to be honest. Kinda wanna grab this, but judging this security light is gonna be a bit more interesting. Guess I gotta do it from, oh dear, from the top. We'll go in through the bottom vent because we went through the top vent. Are you serious? Where the fuck do these guys come from? Oh, there's the chaff. Can you dive over this? No. Well, they came out of fucking nowhere, didn't they? I guess I stood in the light. Oh god, shooting his circle, which is fucking weird. You couldn't... Maybe I'm just forgetting how the buttons work. Just crawl. What are you doing? Why aren't you crawling? Okay, fine, we'll die then.
What's wrong?
Was it circle for the punch? I think it might have been. And then it was square for the choke? Whatever, we'll just stick with what we got, we'll figure it. It's a bit weird, circle being the shoot button though. Yeah, maybe... Yeah, let me switch them around then. I think that's how they worked. That was X was definitely crouch. Well, he's not even crouching. Well, he can crouch, he just wasn't doing it in front of that vent. That's very helpful, thank you. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure square was shoot. And then if you didn't have a weapon equipped, then you could choke, right? Or throw them. Or was it the other way around? You could only melee if you didn't have a weapon equipped. God, I don't remember. But I might switch those around and have square as shoot, or X on the Xbox controller as shoot, just because that feels more natural than circle. And we'll be doing a lot of shooting later, so let me just switch those controls around. Okay, that's better. It's a bit more natural. Did that hit him? So these lights are a bit dodgy, like, it's hard to tell if you're in them or not. Like, can I go get that now? They're not as obvious in this as they are in the original. Remember, I can roll. Oh, did that camera just see that guy fall asleep? Oh, there's M9 bullets under here. So they've just seen that guy fall asleep, I think. Just having a nap. Don't worry about it. Let me go grab these. Whatever was in here.
Just imagining things. A surveillance camera.
Beep. Okay, so they're in there now instead of... The stun grenades were originally there, I think. I don't think there was anything in that one, was there? But yeah, we'll try and go for the vent under down here instead of the one on the roof or up there like we did last time, just to mix it up. There is a camera there. Can you shoot the cameras? I guess I can, because you can't shoot in first person in the original game. Obviously in this we can. I guess I'll have to chaff though. Though I kind of want to see what's upstairs as far as like equipment goes. I don't want him to fall asleep in front of the camera again though. Did that hit? Can you hold them up in this as well, like you can in Metal Gear Solid 2? Guessing maybe you can. Been raindrops on the screen blocking my vision. Come on then, come round here. Or fall asleep, pick one. There we go. So we went through there the first time. Shit, I've changed these buttons around now. Hello? There we go.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not going to believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
Wow, hold that. No items, huh? Do I have a quick way of changing or reloading? Can you reload? I mean, do I have any bullets to reload, I guess is the question. Or do I just have to wait for it to run out of bullets? The GameCube controller didn't have any, like, select button. It was, like, literally just a start button. So that's why I had to press, like, start and another button just to open the codec. I'm gonna play it safe here and chaff. Just take out this camera. No rats. So what's this way though? I think we can follow the rats. But I'm curious, what's this way? Probably nothing. There's the tank hangar. And that's locked up as well. I might be wrong, but I think if you go this way, you don't get the little dialogue about there being another intruder when he looks through the vent. Which you get only if you go through the top. Through the top vent. I don't think you get that conversation if you go this way. Hello.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a boot camp instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you. So call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow, and that's where they stay warm.
Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that are not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
Thank you, Miller. Oh, hold your breath. Can I shoot while I can? I'm resisting the urge to trank one, but I'm curious what happens if we do. Oh, he just wakes up anyway. fair enough. And here we are. Oh, I shot his radio. Forgot you could do that. I gotta think this is... Pretend this is Metal Gear Solid 2. Which I haven't played in a while, so... That's where we would have normally come up, down from, was up there, that ladder there. Yeah, what? I don't really want to answer all these, but what?
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Being able to track people does change this game quite a bit, I feel. So the suppressor is normally in there for the normal gun. Have to wait until we get the key card. I won't bother going upstairs yet. We'll come back once we've got a key card too. Yeah, you just want to tell me how the lift works, so let me figure it. Okay, it's triangle. Or Y, I guess. Down to B1 then.